Welcome to the Create Your Happy podcast, where the mission is to empower women in their journey of self-discovery. Here we explore how to fully embrace our humanness, find our unique voice, and understand that through unconditional love and conscious relationships, we have the power to change the world. I'm your host, Christy Holt, your one and only happiness hussy, adventure guide, and conscious funpreneur. I'm on a heartfelt mission to change the world one beautiful soul at a time. Are you ready to elevate your relationships to the next level? I've got you. It's time for a messy fucking beautiful adventure. It's time to create your happy. Hello, gorgeous humans. Welcome back to a brand new season of the Create Your Happy podcast. Now, today we're going to be tackling a topic that's been perpetuated by pop culture for decades, and that is the idea that you need someone else to complete you. Now, I'm going to call bullshit on this. We are going to bust this myth wide open, so buckle up. So first, let's talk about some origins here. If you're wondering, where does this myth come from? Well, Disney movies are a big culprit for this, and you also have seen a lot of princesses get saved by the prince and then live happily ever after. But of course, let's not forget the famous line from Jerry Maguire, "You complete me." And even song lyrics all over the place have made us feel like we are not whole until we find the one. So why is this so darn problematic? Well, for a number of reasons. Because number one, it fosters codependent patterns, making you think that your happiness is actually tied to someone or something else. This leads to often creating a victim mentality, which means that you just feel incomplete without a partner. And that somehow you are slighted by not being enough, by not being coupled. It actually takes away your sense of control in relationship, making you feel really powerless. And this entire approach results in focusing on the other person so much that you may often end up missing the very crucial key information that is before you. Now, you absolutely need to stop looking for someone who you want to spend your life with, and instead be someone who you want to spend your life with. Game freaking changed. Now, the truth is, you're the one that you've been looking for. All of it. It's you. You are the one. Now, let me share just a little bit of my personal journey with you here so that we can see how this plays out in reality. After leaving my marriage, I wasn't looking for someone else to complete me. I knew I was whole all by myself. And actually, I was quite content to be whole all by myself and single for quite some time. But that's not what the universe had in store. Because sure enough, that is when I found another whole human. Now, when two whole humans, two whole people come together, not looking to fill voids in their lives, no, not looking to fill emptiness or feel like they're put back together or feel complete, but to share their lives by giving and loving one another. That is when the real magic actually happens. Now, this isn't just talk, it's lived experience. And my journey of self-discovery was not just about reading self-help books and wishing and praying. It was about practical application. It was this very journey inward that empowered me to leave a relationship that wasn't serving me. And that was probably the most difficult decision that I have ever had to make. Now, if you're wondering how and where to start this journey, I have multiple programs that are designed to help you to do just that. This is about empowering you to start living the life that you truly desire and deserve, and giving you the skills and practical action steps to make it happen. Now, before you can find this someone else who completely accepts you, you have to find this ability to completely accept yourself. And this self-acceptance is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. And it's not just about accepting your good parts and their good parts. It's about accepting all of you, flaws and all, the light and the dark, the perceived good and the perceived bad, the perceived strengths and the perceived weaknesses. We want to be able to accept it all. Now, raise your hand if you've ever changed yourself to fit someone else's mold so that maybe they would like you because you really like them, to maybe make them happy because who doesn't want to make the people around them happy, right? But this is where people pleasing and the quest for perfection can really mess with us. The truth is, you're already perfect in your imperfection, perfectly imperfect. And shout out to The Good Place for the saying, "Pobody's nerfect." It's good to remember this every single day because you don't need to change for anyone. You actually just need to be more of yourself. Now, here's a personal story that was a complete game changer for me. What happened was I realized that my marriage was like driving home on autopilot. So, you know those times where you're driving home, you arrive at home, but because you were in your head for the entire drive, you don't remember stopping at any of the red lights? So you're home, but you're wondering, how the fuck did I get here? Because I do not remember the drive. That's how I was living, and I realized something had to change. So I really started to dive into this relationship with myself, and I would love to invite you today to do something for you. So let's get a little interactive here, shall we? I am going to challenge you today to go take a look in your mirror, deeply into your own eyes, and tell yourself 3 things that you love about yourself. Now here's a catch. There's always a catch, right? But this isn't a terrible catch. These 3 things must be about you. So they can't be about what you do for others or how you relate to others. This exercise is all about finding the things that you truly love about yourself so that you can really lean into those strengths. Now, this exercise was absolutely pivotal for me. It really helped me to build self-love and confidence, and I think it will be for you too. If you're ready to dive deeper into self-reflection and discovery, be sure to check out my book, Unstuck for Women, and the Daily Self-Discovery Journal Companion. Are you ready to break free from self-doubt and embrace a life of empowerment? Introducing the Unstuck for Women Daily Self-Discovery Journal, the ultimate companion to my international best-selling book, Unstuck for Women. This beautifully designed journal will take you on a transformative 90-day journey of gratitude, self-discovery, and personal growth. Each day, you'll dive deep into powerful insights, prompts, and exercises that build confidence and self-love. Align your actions with your desired feeling state and watch as your life transforms. This journal is your key to unlocking the extraordinary woman within you. So get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth like never before. You can order your copy of the Unstuck for Women Daily Self-Discovery Journal today. Unleash your limitless potential. You may have noticed by now that while we've been talking about relationships, we haven't really been talking much about other people and how they contribute, right? But the truth is, that's because it all starts with you. Besides, you're the one listening, and so to focus on you is with good reason. We can't control another human, not truly. I mean, we can crush their spirit, and it might look like we have control, or we might actually find someone so wanting of love that they will completely abandon themselves for us. But regardless, one truly only gains control with another's permission, which might be agreement, tolerance, or willingness, rather than implicit permission. Ultimately, it is the person's choice as to whether they are controlled. So we should first and foremost seek to be in control of ourselves, loving, respecting, and fully accepting ourselves before entering into a relationship with anyone else. Now, when we do this, we are actually much more likely to enter into true partnerships with healthy and honest interactions, neither person requiring themselves to be abandoned for the other. So, while we're talking about relationships, you're going to notice here the season is ultimately all about you. Reclaiming your power to create the healthy and happy relationships that you desire and deserve. Now, if you could use a little extra support in taking your relationships from blah to bliss, or from pretty good to absolutely fucking amazing, I've got you. Be sure to check the show notes for some extra goodies to help you level up your relationships. For tailored support that meets you right where you're at, please don't hesitate to reach out and inquire about my one-to-one relationship mentorship packages. Now, a reminder, you're not broken. You don't need fixing. You're a whole ass human, right? You're magnificently whole, in fact. So if you're tired of looking to find someone to complete you and you're ready to find someone who completely accepts you, you're in the right place to start that journey. Now, this is more than just a podcast. It's a transformational journey, and I cannot wait to go on it with you. Now, before we wrap up this episode, I want to give you just a little sneak peek into some of the topics that we'll be covering in this season. We are going to be talking about healthy relationship patterns, setting boundaries, and so much more. We're going to bust even more relationship myths as we go on. So get ready to explore emotional resilience, effective communication, and even rediscovering passion and intimacy. We're going to talk about attachment styles and their impact on your various kinds of relationships. Naturally, we're going to be diving into the concepts of self-love, self-worth, and self-care. And for those of you navigating complexities such as co-parenting and family dynamics, we've got you covered there too. Now, life is an ever-evolving adventure full of ups and downs. But armed with the right tools, you'll be able to navigate your life and relationships with confidence and grace. I mean, truly, life is a messy, fucking beautiful adventure. That's what makes it so epic. I'm so excited to share as much as I can with you on this season of Create Your Happy. So this completes this episode. Wait, see what I did there? I'm grateful that you're here, ready to build those healthier, happier connections together. I love you. Now let's go embrace our messy, fucking beautiful lives and do some epic shit, shall we? Mwah. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. I trust you were inspired to take back your power and create your happy. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe, leave a review, and share the show with the women in your life who could use a little more inspiration today. If you'd like to connect or explore the additional resources mentioned in this episode, you can find those details and links in the show notes below. As always, get out there, have fun, be you, and create your happy.